Grand Rising Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. I'm just jumping on here because I have to clock in about 45 minutes. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy, and then we'll just see what the Masters of Spirit has for us today. During the pre-shuffle, somebody expected something, but they didn't get what they expected. It's like they got humbled instead. Let's ring the bell. They went in shoulder first, like they was pushing their way in. And it's like they met some resistance. Like someone was saying, no, you, I don't know what you thought. Somebody was humbled. Bottom of the deck, great fortune. I feel like somebody was expecting some great fortune to come at any time. At any time. Yeah, at any time. But they were thinking, it's odd enough that they was thinking about this woman, this main female. They were thinking about how they felt trapped within this relationship. Then they was thinking about this other person that they had this secret relationship with, and how they just wanted to court this person and go on about their journey, live the rest of their life like it was nobody's business, and they came up on this sudden wealth, this unexpected income, and they were fine. But something happened. They didn't expect to have to go to court. They didn't expect that maybe they were going to court. Maybe it was their child that was taking them to court. But something about what they expected. Good morning, Miss Christy. How are you? Happy Friday indeed. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Definitely an unmet expectation. Not the way that they thought. Yeah, this is a lot. Yeah, maybe somebody's child took them to court. Took them to court because somebody was expecting something about this mature man. And maybe this mature man and this woman were lovers, were secret lovers. And they was in this secret courtship, and they was working on something together for something that was supposed to happen in the not too distant future. But something about this wealthy man in this house who had built up this great fortune, something about this money, something wasn't sitting right. Grand Rising, Red Violet Crystals, how are you? Yeah, it was something about somebody's pathway, what somebody's plans were. This main male had these plans. And it had something to do with this privileged lady who's also the main female. Got this message of concern about somebody's direction in life. And the direction of life let that person know that who they was working with, they was getting ready to get in some serious trouble, because somebody was working hard to take something from this wealthy man. Hard to take something from this wealthy man. Anything else from this deck? Oh, there's a lot that's coming out. Something about somebody working hard for some sudden wealth. Like they was trying to take something. Bottom of the deck, the moon. It's a lot of hidden enemies. A lot of hidden moving things in the background. Moving parts that people don't really know about. Even the people that are involved don't know about all the different moving parts because they may be in partnership with this certain group, but they don't realize that everybody in that certain group is secret partners outside that group. Can't make this up. So everybody that's in that secret group is basically in the same boat. Everybody's trapped, but not you, because you walked away from that madness and you left them right where they stood. Your intuition was guiding you, and you allowed that gift to be the gift. Now everything that group was working on, it's coming back on them. Everybody's talking. I'm telling you, everybody is talking. Everybody is confused as to why, as to how many, as to you too, and why you. Because somebody spoke their truth. Somebody continues to speak their truth. And as they continue to speak their truth, other people can start to see all these tricks that were played. People will see that you've been by yourself for a while, for a long time. And now they're starting to see why. They understand why you separated yourself, why you chose to be alone. Because all the chaos, all that confusion, all the trying to pit one against the other, it got to be too much. Somebody's deeply in regret for how they treated some, or how this family situation has turned out. Deep in regret. Because I feel like somebody felt like they deserved a little bit more. Somebody was their ego was telling them, you deserve more. You deserve much more. But now something about this King of Cups, about what they were trying to do, has come to the end. Or this King of Cups ended something, ended this relationship with this Queen of Wands. Because it started to become more and more apparent that there was a lot of lies that was going on, a lot of rumors, a lot of bullshit that when it was exposed, like I said, everybody could see why you separated yourself, why you chose to be over yonder, whereas everybody else was over there. They remember who did what against you. How somebody may have said something to strike against you. Something about people are looking at this group, how they work together. People are starting to see how they work together, and they're looking at you. And one thing they notice about you, you're fine. You're happy. You have your 10 of cups, because you know what? You are around your ancestors, your spirit guides, archangels, God. You're around everybody that really matters. Those that they can't see, that's on the spiritual plane. You've completed a cycle. You closed that cycle down. You completed you've leveled up. You've leveled up. Hey, Demita. What you say that you pulled the cards, they all in reverse? Hey, James and Biscuit. What's the message? Yeah. I feel like somebody wants to try and bring some type of apology to you, because you're happy. But they're thinking about who they worked with. They want that happiness. They want to be included in that circle. But they're thinking about who they worked with and what they did to strike against you, and what they did to keep you out in the cold and to break your heart. This person thought that they were justified. They thought that they were justified hating on you. Is hate ever justified? Now this person's wondering what the fuck it was that they were seeing whenever they were seeing it. This is somebody who was like a father figure, that was sitting there lying to them, manipulating them. But this person was too weak to see that they was being manipulated. Now this person is in regret, deep regret, because now that they allowed themselves to be manipulated, never once checking out their own information, just blindly believing what somebody else said. Now they find themselves in a situation that they don't know how to get themselves out of. Now, and it's odd because it's like they wanted you to be publicly ridiculed and publicly humiliated. Can't make this up. They wanted you to be publicly ridiculed and publicly humiliated, but you weren't. Everybody's seeing you for who you are. A truth teller, an earth angel, somebody who was balanced. Somebody who's not setting out to harm anyone, but you're not going to sit there and let nobody harm you. You ain't going to start no fight, but you ain't backing down from shit either. I feel like somebody didn't know that about you. They didn't, but they know that now. They know that shit now. And now, not only do they know that now, but they know they got themselves in a whole quandary here. Like I said, they don't know how they going to get that shit. How they going to flip and switch and change this shit to make it seem like, oh, no, I knew who he was. I knew he was. I was just, they don't know. They don't know. And they don't know how they're going to explain this strike that they had against you, how they tried to do something against you, but they didn't know that you saw it was them. That's why you protected yourself. That's why you went on about your happy. Yeah. You followed that nugget of wisdom that your intuition told you to do. Yeah. And you kept on doing you. Whatever you are doing is working. Spirit said, keep going forward. Whatever you're doing, it's working. Yes, because this is you. Whatever you're working on, it's working. Continue. Keep it going. Demita, I just heard. Keep it going, Demita. What's the message? Yep, because your ships are coming in. Something is coming in to you. This relationship that you wanted, the relationship that is worthy of you. Because that bullshit in the past, that person from the past, no, that shit is over. That shit is over. Now somebody's coming in to offer you what you truly deserve. Something about this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is not happy either. This Queen of Wands is the one who wanted to cause all this strife within your household. This is the Queen of Wands who started all these lies about you, all these rumors about you. This is why this Queen of Wands is now getting this karma and cannot sleep. This Queen of Wands is stuck in her mind. Stuck. Trapped. Those last words that you said, those were the last words. And they can't get those words out. It's almost like Spirit said, Joe, you want to play mind games? Watch this. And trap them. Can't make this up. Yep. Somebody thought they was doing some little magic on you, some little tricks, some little games. Silly rabbit tricks is for kids. Yep. Somebody thought they was going to ready. Yeah, Spirit said, no, it ain't happening. But somebody's getting ready to create something. I'm telling you, yeah. Whatever somebody's working on, it's getting ready to be, I just heard worth a grand or a million or a grand, something like that. Doing a grand. I just heard doing a grand, whatever that is. What's the message? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now somebody's coming in. Somebody's got some courage. Finally, somebody has some courage and they're coming to you. This is somebody who counted you out. This is somebody who counted you out because they were sitting there believing the lies about you. For whatever reason, somebody believed the lies about you that somebody was sitting here, that this is somebody was sitting there telling, you know? But I feel like somebody else who was a young child corrected them and said, no, 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 that's not the truth. No, the truth is this. You know, out the mouths of babes, and usually out the mouths of babes is the truth. Now, this is why somebody is expecting karma to hit them bad, because that truth came out and they didn't know that when that truth came out, it was going to turn everything around for them. Like I said, they are being humbled because everybody is sitting here talking and skulking, looking at them, trying to figure out why they was your arch enemy. What made it so that they was your biggest, detractor. Somebody is being publicly humbled because they had to be publicly humiliated. And this is for the people that they chose to work with. Yeah, that I feel like it was a child that really is the one who told the truth, so that people could see, no, you are a star. You're victorious. You are, So somebody had the wrong idea, but whenever they talked to the child was like, no, that's not true. No, that ain't true. And that's whenever somebody started looking like, oh, wait a minute. Because that's when they could see that there was something fishy in that cup. They started putting two and two together, and they was like, okay, wait a minute. Someone is sitting here lying to create burdens for somebody else. Spirit asked Archangel Michael to go on down there and take care of this situation. And that's whenever Archangel Michael had talked to this child. And this child was like, no, that's not it at all. That wasn't it. Anything else? Yep. Because see, and you know what? And then what's funny is I just saw this child in this card sitting there. Here's these two at the bottom of the deck. Okay. I just saw this child in the card sitting there looking at the parent like, like I know that you're lying, but I told the truth because Jesus told me. I mean, I'm confirmation. I can see this in my mind's eye where this child is like, oh, you're going to lie on that person? That's not the truth. This is the truth. And like, especially when they see the parent like get chastised, because that child knows that lying is wrong. It's sad that this child is taking the parental role. And the parent is being publicly humiliated. That's why the parent was publicly humiliated, because the child told the truth and was like, that ain't it. Because whatever it is, this child, you and this child have a relationship. Even though this is the Two of Cups, this don't have to be two adults, and it don't have to be no crazy stuff. This could be like your child, a minor. This could be your grandchild. This could be your niece. You could be your nephew, a stepchild, something like that, something that you have a bond with. And like I said, they got caught. They got caught in their own lie. And then they were sitting here all upset, worrying because everything switch changed around and everybody looking at them, everybody talking. Everybody talking like, oh, they thought that this parent was the big person on campus. Nope, they see that person as nothing but a lie. This person made it seem like they had to survive war. They went through all this, all that, all this. They fought this and they did this and this, and then they beat up the Cyclops and all this, and then they find this person is nothing but a fucking liar. Now they know why you traveled away. You closed this cycle. You was like, enough is fucking enough. That child done set somebody free. That child done set somebody free. You cannot make this up because somebody was trying to do something. That child was like, oh, no, that's not how it happened. That child done set somebody free and set themselves free. I'm telling you, that child was proud of themselves for telling the truth and shaming the devil, because that's exactly what happened. That child got to move up a level of spiritual rank over this parent. And now this parent is stuck looking like fucked up like Chuck because they know their child caught them in a lie. You know how embarrassed you got to be for your child, not just to catch you in a lie and look at you like you done lost your damn mind, but to also correct you in that lie and tell everybody they lie. Now, who they gonna believe? The child that's sitting here saying that you lying, or you lying? Hey, J. Mike. This is way too much. But they're not gonna believe your lies. I can tell you this much. They're not gonna believe your lies. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna be like, oh, look at this wizard and warlock here. How long this motherfucker been doing this? How long this motherfucker been causing all these problems, lying on everybody, only for this child to speak up and shame the fucking devil and said, oh, no. That is not even the truth. That was a lie. And that's when somebody said, oh, wait a minute. That's when they decided they had to make some other plans. That's when karma came down the block and said, let me help. I know which way to go. I know what to do. I know how to handle this. Trust me, boo-boo. I've been doing shit like this a long time. This is what I do. Whew. Got the mouths of babes. Thank you, darling. Hey, thank you. What's the message? Yes. You sitting in your power, baby. You sitting in your power. And these people are sitting here arguing because they arguing because they can't touch you. You are the one that's healed. You are, sitting in your power. You doing you rising to the top and everything. And they sitting here looking upset. And somebody else looking crazy. Still looking crazy. This person gonna look crazy for a while. Because they never thought that somebody was going to take up for you. They never thought somebody was going to take up for you. Hey, Christian. And it was the one that they didn't expect. They thought that this child was going to sit there and not say nothing against them. That child was like, you lying. Oh, no. Yes. Oh, no. You lying. You causing problems. That's when somebody realized how important it is to be that parent. Yeah, because you can't sit there and smudge the truth and expect to raise someone else who doesn't smudge the truth. Okay? You cannot expect that. This child said, not today, Satan. Not today. This child said, you not lying. I'm not allowing you to lie. I'm not allowing you to throw this black magic. I'm not allowing you to cast these spells. I'm not doing it. And what a shock it was for this person after so long. But this person getting away with this shit, doing this shit, didn't think nobody was going to know it was them. But let me tell you something. The one who they love the most is the one confirmation. The one who they love the most is the one who's going to give them the most amount of burdens. That child. Because one thing they don't know about that child is also an earth angel. So one earth angel protecting another earth angel. You do the fucking math. You do the math. See, somebody didn't know who they had, who was born from them. And it could even be like, here's a parent, here's a grandparent, here's a child, and then here's a grandchild. And here's the grandparent, and then the grandchild have the gift, whereas the parent in the middle don't have it. Because it's not guaranteed. It's given. It's chosen. You chosen. You ain't guaranteed. Thank you. That child and you and that child have that same gift. Both of y'all are chosen to go through this war, this battle that is the Lord's. Y'all are chosen. That's why somebody said, no, I know right. And that wasn't it. That's why they stood up and said, that is a lie. That is not how that shit happened at all. They may not have said the word shit, but they probably said something that they could say as a child. And I'm telling you, you talk about news traveling fast. That news traveled all around the world. And that's why somebody was like, damn, confused. Like, how the fuck why did I do that? How did it, they thought that they could be undercover, this undercover warlock and creating all these spells for all. No. That child was like, we shutting this shit down right here because I ain't doing this shit on my fucking watch. I see what your ass is doing. Now, I might be too young to feed myself or to work or to drive a car, and I still got to go to elementary school and shit, but let me tell you something. I know how to fight. Last thing I'm going to do is allow somebody to cause havoc to what's supposed to be a happy home, a happy family. It's sad that the child had to come in and say, I'm shutting this shit down right now. It's sad that the child got to come in and be karma. But you know what? And it's like sometimes that's the only way that God can get somebody's attention, to show them, I'm going to give you exactly what you was given to somebody else. Exactly what you was given to somebody else. I'm going to let you experience all of this. Sometimes, and so somebody call themselves hurting you, only to find out that that child that they got give them the exact same type of hurt. That way they'll understand what they was doing. They'll have a clear understanding, like, oh, okay, yeah, I fucked up. I deserved all of that shit because somebody was not loyal. That's the whole thing. They was not loyal. That child sees that there is something wrong with this person's loyalty. That's why this child sees that this person's causing all this havoc and didn't have no problem stabbing you in your fucking back. Yeah, people can sit there and think kids is dumb if they want to. Like kids can't see if they want to. Trust me, I got a lot of life experience as a child just by watching what the fuck these adults do. You think I didn't know? You think I wasn't? They thought I couldn't see. They got my age mixed up with my IQ. No, you could be 2 and have 140 IQ. You could be 70 and have a 12 IQ. Of course, you wouldn't be like tying your own shoes and shit like that. At least we'll say 70. 70 and a 70 IQ. So age has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. It's that what you see, those gifts that you're born with, what God wants you to see, so that you know that's not the road that you want to go. You don't want that. Now someone is seeing that they really didn't want that smoke. They didn't want that smoke that they tried to throw your way. Because they threw that smoke your way. That shit ricocheted. It ricocheted back on them so tough. God said, I wish you would try and do this to my child. This person is confused. This person, in their mind, they're going crazy. They are losing it. All these swords right in a row. They losing it right now because they was trying to have you lose it. So God said, that's what you want to do. That's how you want to play it? That's how you want to play this game? God said, remember what you said. Remember what you asked for. Bets. All these secrets is coming out. Somebody cannot stop the secrets from flowing. Every time they even open up their mouth to take a bite, another skeleton come out. Someone now is looking at, you know what? Now they see, now they recognizing who they got on their hands. They didn't recognize before that they also have an earth angel. See, they thought that you was the only one. They could separate you and you'd be fine. But they didn't know that they also have one on their heels. And it's the one on their heels that's holding them accountable. This child is holding someone accountable for their actions. Hey, the one and only Golden Ray. Demeter, really? Oh, good. I know that's right. Hey, just because children know they've been here before, they're the closest ones to remembering what the assignment is that we are. Spirit is moving somebody forward. I told you this child gained levels, is on a higher spiritual frequency than their parent, because their parent refused to change. Their parent refused to whatever, to grow. And so now this parent is feeling ostracized. They don't feel welcome to, in community. They feel like they got to hold it down. They got to be quiet, especially because the truth keeps coming out and everybody's really listening now. Everybody's really listening now. And somebody's really upset that they tried you. They tried you. And they tried themselves. They tried you. They really tried you. Mm-mm-mm. I'm not going to take this because this was too much. But there's something about this crowd. You know, and it's the same people that somebody was trying to get these people to turn on you. This person. Somebody was trying to get all these people to turn on you, only for these people to say no. They turned on that person because they saw that that person was not about happiness. This person was not even about trying to do right by their mother. This is just they see that this person rejected everything. This person made their mother or this Queen of Cups the enemy. This King of Cups made this Queen of Cups the enemy. The enemy, so that this King of Cups could go prance around with this King of Pentacles. And this King of Pentacles acted like he had something. He didn't even have shit together. He didn't have shit together. That's why both their asses getting fucking karma. Both of them getting karma for while they was trying to do you. And now sitting here thinking about the past, trying to have some, and somebody else is thinking about the past. They're thinking about how you were as a child, how you've always been. You've always been a person to give. You've always been a giver. And how somebody else held back from you. Not just held back from you, but also spread lies, spread rumors, spread false alibis. Someone is being publicly humiliated and they are being publicly humbled. Now, like the town square, they got them in the blocks. And everybody knows why you keep your distance. Everybody knows why you keep your distance, why you gave somebody their space, because everybody knows somebody was lying big time on you. So that expectation was an unmet expectation. There's somebody who always plays the victim, but now this person is playing the fool. And everybody else is laughing at this person because they say it's funny. And that right now they shook. I'm telling you, this person, they moving in silence because they had this insatiable desire to cause havoc in your life. Then they found out they don't want this smoke. This ain't nothing but no damn dog. Somebody who was trying to be a copycat. That's all that was. They don't want the smoke now. Something about their heart chakra was closed. I'm telling you, this person made you the enemy. Even though you was the one who was there, you was the one who gave the most, did the most, gave a lot, whatever. This person made you the enemy. They were sitting there saying that you was a Jezebel or a player, but it was really them the whole time. You was the prize. I'm telling you, something about grandma's house. Grandma got the gift. The child don't got the gift, but the grandchild got the gift. Not just that, but the grandchild has a very high spiritual IQ. That's why this child said, "Oh no, you not lying on my grandma like that. My grandma didn't do that. You lying. That's a lie. That's not no. That my mama, my grandmama, my auntie, my whoever did not do that." Because they see that you are healed, you have graduated, have ascended. Everything for this person has been put on hold until further notice. Because everybody say, "Oh, wait a minute, hold up. You in that master vibration of 22, and this person can't stand to see you shine, and they mad because you don't need them to complete you." And you can remember everything. Everything, and you have to check this person. Well, hold up, player. Don't make me show you how ruthless I can be. You could think it's a game if you want to. Hey, 007 Maniac. You could think it's a game if you want to. Yes, because this person was a messy witch with all that negative energy. All that negative energy. 007 Maniac, I'm going to record this evening. But I'm getting ready to jump off of here so I can do my straight 8. Somebody has to be a part of their own rescue. They know that now. This is somebody who's a twin flame and obsessed with you. You know, you told that person, I hope you heal yourself. Okay? This person is eating their own words. They said some foul shit about you and they eating their own words. All because they was chasing some clout. I hope they caught the clout. I hope they caught the clout and that was all they caught. The clout, not the clap. Okay. But the tea was just spilled. All right, y'all. I am getting ready to jump off of here, do my straight 8, and I will be back this evening. Thank God it's Friday. Let's have a really good today. I don't know if anybody else is in Arizona. Man, it was crazy last night or this morning whenever it rained or flooded or whatever it was doing. And my dog wanted to go out in it. I was like, girl, if you don't sit down somewhere. So, all right, y'all. I love y'all. And I will see you this evening. It'll probably be like about 007 Maniac. I'm going to make it about 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock my time. I'm on the Pacific time. So 6 o'clock my time, we'll do another live. And then like tomorrow, let's do another free questions. We'll just open it up to the public. We'll do some free questions, whatever y'all want. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me this morning. Have a wonderful day. All right. Thank you. Red Violet Crystals, J Mike, everybody, Demita 007, everybody, James and Biscuit, Darling, everybody. Miss Christy, yes. Thanks so much. All right. I look forward to seeing everyone this evening. Bye now. Have a great day.